We've all been there, ladies and gentlemen. We see Genji doing this, and we all collectively shout, "Fuck you, Genji! Fuck you, Genji!" Because he's killed the whole team. And it seems like Genji is massively OP. He's murdered everybody. What the hell could we possibly do about this? Now, there's loads of people talking about Genji right now. A lot of people have been saying to me, "Sty, do you think Genji needs a nerf? Genji this, Genji that. He kills our whole team. I'm playing in like the high 60s and Genji's killing me, Sty. What the hell? This is just crazy." Now, the thing with Genji is, let's just look at how Genji plays, right? So Genji, let's say that the match has just started. Genji sort of, he skirts around the outskirts. He throws his shurikens in. He's building ulti charge. He's trying to get a few picks on people. Maybe he sees somebody who's low on health. He'll dash in, try and get a kill. He might use a bit of reflect, you know, or deflect, whatever the hell it's called. Yeah, it's great, Genji. It's fine. But then his ultimate's available, and this is when it changes. Now, I like to kind of compare Genji to Tracer, because Genji and Tracer are both flankers. They both sort of fulfill the same role in a way. Now, if you look at Tracer, she's got 150 health, Genji's got 200. Now, I'm not saying nerf Genji's health to 150, because I think that would be way too severe for Genji, and he'd be way too easy to take out. But then you look at their ultimates, right? Look at the Pulse Bomb. Tracer's Pulse Bomb, it is extremely powerful when it is used with Graviton Surge. So Graviton Surge pulls everyone together, Tracer's Pulse Bomb goes in, it kills pretty much everybody that's in there. You know, it won't kill all of the tanks, but it kills all the DPS and the supports and whatever. So it's quite powerful in that respect. But if it's used on its own, it's generally just going to kill one person. Tracer will go in, apply it to a support, rewind out, they're dead. Maybe she applies it to a Roadhog or to a Reinhardt to try and whittle them down so the rest of the team can kill them. And that's it. But then we look at Genji's ultimate. Genji's ultimate is an ultimate which can just function on its own. If it ever gets comboed with a Graviton Surge or Ana's Nano Boost, for example, it becomes completely ridiculous. But when it's on his own, the reason why it's so powerful is Genji is just ridiculously mobile. Again, compared with Tracer, Tracer has no vertical movement. Genji, he's got double jump, he can wall climb, and he can dash. And he can dash straight up into the air if he likes. And you see Genji's doing this all the time. You know, you'll attack people, you might see a Pharah flying around, you go and dash into her. You slash her, you hit her with your alternate fire, so you throw the 3 shurikens out really quick, you kill her, and it's just ridiculous. It's like, oh my god. But that's what Genji's about, right? That's his movement. The problem is, when Genji ultimates, his katana, I think it's got a 3-meter range on the slash, and Genji's just wildly slashing. Like, he ultimates. Dare I say there's not really that much skill to it? There is, because really, really high-end players have got this down to a fine art, and if you watch them do it, it's really smooth, and they can really do some like insane work. But even me, right, I'm not a very good Genji player, but if I pop the ultimate, jump in, start slashing, as soon as I kill somebody, that's my sort of alert to say, okay, now I need to dash again because my dash has been reset. So I dash, I keep slashing, I turn around, you just dash towards the enemy and wildly slash. Like, there's not really that much going on. Like, a lot of the time you want to be kind of above them, you don't want to be running straight at them because they'll shoot you and kill you. If you're jumping up in the air with your double jump, you become very difficult to hit. You're slashing the team. Almost all of the time, you'll at least get a double kill before they kill you, or your ultimate ends. Now, this is crazy powerful because Genji can jump into a team and start wrecking the team apart. But is this OP? Now, when I say we, right? When I say we, I mean the guys that I've been playing competitive with. And we've been playing in like the lower to mid 70s. We've played with some top 500 people as well. And we'll get killed by Genji. And it's taken us quite a long time to just sort of get it into our head that when Genji ultimates, it isn't the end of the world. When you hear Genji shouting his mouth off about the fact he's about to cut you open in 1,000 different horrific ways with his ridiculous Dragonblade, all you need to do is turn around and shoot him. Because if Genji starts reflecting or deflect, what the hell is it even called? I think it's deflect, right? If he starts deflecting, right, he's not slashing, so he's not going to be doing any damage while his ultimate's up. A lot of the time, Genji wants to be actually attacking while his ultimate's up. So you'll see most won't even bother using that ability. They'll just run in and start slashing. It's like, So what do? Well, look at the game right now. Zenyatta is firmly in the meta. As soon as you see Genji ultimate, you hit him with Discord Orb, you turn around and you kill him. We've had a ton of success doing this, where Genji, you hear the ultimate go off, Discord Orb straight on his face, we turn around, we kill him, and that's it. It's like, oh, whatever, Genji, you're dead. Now, there are other ultimates which can completely shut down Genji. Look at Zenyatta again. Zenyatta's ultimate, when it is active, means, well, Genji's ultimate does nothing. So you can counter Genji with Zenyatta. And they're both the same, right? You both just press Q, and then just sit there. And it's like, oh, Genji's ulting. Oh, I'll just ulti as Zenyatta. Oh, Genji's done nothing. Lucio's ultimate. Lucio, again, is very firmly in the meta right now. Lucio and Zenyatta, you'll see them in almost every game. If he uses Sound Barrier, well, yeah, Genji's not really going to do anything because you've suddenly got a massive shield on you thanks for coming, Genji. So I think a lot of the issues with Genji are just from people who get a little bit... You get triggered by it, right? Because a fight can be going well, suddenly Genji ultis and kills everyone. It's like, oh my god, Genji's killed everyone. But you don't see people moaning about Pharah when she kills everybody. Because, well... Yeah, all she does is press Q, really. I mean, let's be honest. When you're Pharah, you jump Pharah, whatever she's called. When you jump into a fight, you get behind the enemy team, you press Q. You're going to get 2 kills, 3 kills before they even decide to turn around and kill you because it's so quick. The damage output is so fast. Yet people don't moan about that because she seems dealable, right? Dealable, is that even a word? Manageable, that's what I'm looking for. Dealable? What the... She's sitting floating in the air. She's stationary. All she can do is pivot and turn. She can't move, so you can turn around and shoot her. Problem with Genji is Genji's all over the place, and Genji's ultra mobile. This is... Honestly, I think a lot of the Genji stuff is just the fear factor. You hear the shout, Genji's suddenly moving across your screen, rapid. He's cutting you, he's slashing you, he's on top of you, doing bad things to you, and you are about to die. So you need to think to yourself, everybody's got to get this in their head right now. Just shoot Genji. When Genji ultimates, you hear the ulti, suddenly, whatever is going on in that fight, he becomes the priority target, and you must burn him down. Whether you've got like an ultimate you can use to counter it if you're playing in a full team, maybe your Zenyatta shouts down the microphone, I've got this, Zenyatta ultis, and that's it. Genji's done, right? His ultimate finishes, then he's just back to normal Genji, poking away and doing whatever Genji does. Because Genji's not really, I don't see Genji that as this sort of frightening character when he's not. It's just his ultimate, really, that scares me. And even then, it shouldn't scare me for reasons I've just outlined. All you need to do is turn around and kill Genji. Genji is sitting on the outskirts of the battle. He's picking away at people. He's looking for an opening to dash in, pick somebody off, and dash out. Genji's not going to run through the fight. He's not like a mainstay of the battle. But when his ultimate is up, and he can charge his ultimate really, really quick, suddenly he can do a lot of damage. He flanks your team. He maybe takes out some support. His ultimate's available. Then he starts ulting in. He can do massive damage to your team. But all it depends on is you being aware of what Genji is doing, turning around and killing him. So this brings me all the way back to the idea of, does Genji need a nerf? Well, I don't know. Like, I don't think he does. I honestly don't think Genji does. All I would maybe do to Genji is reduce the range of his Dragonblade, maybe by a meter or so it kind of is more of a melee range weapon instead of this weapon, which has got a very large slash, because when you're hitting people who are grouped together, you're hitting them all, and it's doing insane damage to them, and you can burn them down really quick. Maybe I'd like to see more of for Genji to kill an entire team. Maybe he needs to be more Tracer-like in the way he does need a Graviton Surge, or he does need another ultimate, which is going to complement his. Because just simply sending Genji in and knowing that he's going to get multiple kills, and probably he's going to survive, because unless everybody does turn around and start hitting him really quick, then he's not going to die. And this again leads on to the fact of, if you're a very clever Genji player, we've all seen all the top Genji players, we've seen all the videos on YouTube, we've seen their live streams, we've seen them in the esports competitions, and we've seen them on ladder, right? They know what they're doing. They are good players, and they have been given a tool set which does allow them to do work, let's say. So maybe it is a little bit too powerful. I don't think it's OP. I like Genji's mobility. I really like Genji as a character. I think he fits into the game. I don't really want Genji's health nerfing. All I really think I want to see is maybe a little bit of a reduction on the range of Dragonblade, maybe. Because, I mean, if we start nerfing his health, then he becomes really weak, and Genji suddenly falls out of the game. Because let's look at it right now. Genji's not like an insta-lock, right? Genji isn't somebody who's going to be on every team, because there are ways of dealing with Genji. Genji traditionally doesn't really like Winston. Winston is back in the game right now because Zenyatta's in the game, and Winston can make a mess of Zenyatta. It's true, Zenyatta can do damage to Winston. If he sees Winston jumping in, he can hit him with a door of Discord, and then he can burn him down. But this means Winston is kind of coming a little bit back, which sort of pushes Genji out a little bit, because Genji cannot obviously do anything to Winston, because Winston just electrocutes him. Genji can't deflect any of his attacks, and Genji just generally has to run away. He's been nullified, and that's kind of what you would use Winston for in that example. So while we don't see him every game, sometimes on the ladder when you do see him kill your whole team. But is this really an issue? Do you really need to get stupidly angry about it? I know I get angry about it when I'm playing against him. I'm like, oh, come on. But it's not really about the Genji. It isn't about the fact Genji has ulted us. It's about the fact the team hasn't turned around and just killed Genji. What I want you to take away from this video, guys, is do not be frightened of Genji. Just shoot him. If you think Genji is OP, try and shoot him, right? You'll be surprised how fast Genji actually dies, because Genji really doesn't want to deflect when he's in his ultimate. You can just sort of burn him and kill him away. Kill him away? Yeah, you can kill him away, chat. chat. This ain't the chat. It's because I've been streaming. My God, my brain's all over the place, ladies and gentlemen. All right. In fact, talking about the stream, if you do want to check my stream out, it is live 6 p.m. BST on twitch.tv/UnitLost. Do check that out. But anyway, guys, I've been Stylosa. I want you to let me know in the comments below how you would potentially fix Genji. And have you got any horror stories? Or have you dealt with Genji easy? Do you find Genji to be an issue? I don't know. Like, I don't really, but I think he needs to be... have like a little not a balance pass, but almost like a little bit of fine tuning, but not much, because I don't want to see him destroyed, because I really like what he does in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Stylosa. This is Unit Lost. If you enjoyed the video, then subscribe to the channel and all that good stuff, and you can follow me on Twitter, which is @UnitLostGaming, and I'll catch you next time, guys. Toodaloo.